I have just one question for you. Are you satisfied with your income, my friend? If not, then congratulations! By clicking on this video, you're already covered 95% of path towards your biggest breakthrough in 2025. Hi, I'm Agatha. When I was a student, I literally had no savings and had to shamefully borrow from my classmates just to buy food. I had zero understanding of finance, but I had to take a risk. I used my last $10 to start trading. Today, 7 years later, I live a free, happy life and have more than 12,000 people in my traders community who copy my moves. Maybe you've seen me on the news as this year's breakthrough trader. It's literally all thanks to that single risk I took as a student. Those measly $10 ended up flipping my life upside down. But I don't want you to spend 7 long years to get here. I've already covered the hardest 95% of the journey for you. And in this video, I'll share the formula that finally set me free. It's a very simple, effective trading strategy. Check out the session results from members of my traders community who've already used it. I designed the strategy specifically for beginners and made every step as understandable as possible. So just watch till the end and copy my moves. Let's go! If you don't trust promises, that's totally normal. I love skeptics. That's why I suggest testing my strategy yourself. In my traders community, I trade live every day, and many people copy my trading ideas. No magic, just transparency and clear steps. Ideal for beginners who've never touched trading. How about this? Join my community for free while you still can, watch me trade, copy at least a couple of signals, and see the results for yourself. Here is a report from yesterday's live stream in the community. What do you think of these numbers? If you don't like it, no one's forcing you to stay. Keep living life as before, making the same amount. But what if my traders community turns out to be your biggest success of 2025? The link is very first in the description. Ready for a test drive. Then I'll see you at the next session. Alright, we're starting today with 7. Now let's pick our team. Next, the indicators. I'll choose the one that worked perfectly for beginners. First, MACD. It helps me determine trend strength and direction. Adjusting the colors, line thickness. Okay, done. Now the RSI indicator. This will help me identify potential trend reversals. By the way, it's not hard to read, making it perfect for those just starting out. All right, same setup process. And now, guys, I'm ready to show you how I do it. Everything is set up and ready to go. Let's get to work. Let's check our first pair, a Canadian and a Swiss. Right now, the price is dropping. We've got a downtrend. The RSI in the oversold zone, meaning the price has fallen too low, and there are too many sellers in the market. I also notice the candles are getting smaller, which signals that sellers are losing power. My prediction is that I expect a short-term upward correction because the market can't keep falling forever. When RSI enters the oversold zone, a reversal or at least a temporary price bounce often follows. So I'm waiting for a small price increase. Let's take action! Great start! Even when the trend is down, the market always makes corrections. The key is knowing exactly when to enter a trade. Let's move on. Let's see what we have here. The price is moving down. We're in a downtrend, meaning sellers are in control. I see a local support level, a price point where the market previously stopped or reversed. But now, the price is back at the level and is hovering around it, moving sideways without sharp jumps. This means the price is preparing to break through the level downward, and a continued downtrend is likely. Indicators also confirm this downward move, so I'm going down. Spot on! My prediction was correct. Let's keep going. What do we have here with this pair? Alright, the price is rising, we are in an uptrend, meaning buyers are in control. An important resistance level was broken. This level previously held the price back, but now it's been breached. After breaking through, the price returned to this level. This is called a retest. This is normal market behavior. After breaking through a new level, the price often tests it for stability. After the retest, the price starts moving up again, which means that the level has now turned into support. So I'm entering up because the trend is strong, the level was broken, and the retest confirmed that the upward movement will continue. It's that simple. Breakout, retest, confirmation, and continued movement upwards. This is a classic trend continuation setup, and all we have to do is spot the right moment and enter at the right time. Let's keep going. All right, let's see what's happening here. I can see that the price was rising, but now I see clear signs of a correction, meaning a temporary pullback down. A large red candle just appeared, engulfing multiple previous green candles. This is called an engulfing pattern, which often signals a trend reversal or at least a short-term drop. Additionally, the RSI has hit the upper boundary and is starting to move down. This means that buyers are losing strength and sellers are stepping in, so I'm going down. That's it. I don't randomly guess trades. The market itself tells where it wants to move. I just analyze and act at the right moment. I should point out that every indicator has its own hidden traps. I explain more about this on my Telegram channel, so if you are serious about understanding all the trading tips, click the link in the description, subscribe and dive in. And as a bonus for my community, you get free public live sessions. Every day I do live trading where you can copy my moves. The link in the description. Alright, let's go back to our first pair for another look. Previously, the price was dropping. The trend was down, meaning sellers were stronger. Then the market paused and started moving sideways. This is called a sideways movement or a flat. This happens when the price can't decide which direction to move next. Now the price has broken out downward, which signals that the trend is continuing and sellers are back in control. My decision? Going down. Great, everything is exactly as expected, no surprising. I've used this strategy over 100 times and I've done it with my subscribers too. So let's keep following my strategy and move forward. Alright, I see the same pattern repeating here. Indicators are starting to turn downward, so I'm entering down, but not for a breakout. Instead, I'm entering from the upper boundary of the sideways range. Let's watch how this works out. And it works perfectly. Remember, if it works for me, it works for my subscribers too. We follow the same strategy and the same trades. Okay, let's keep going. The price on the chart is making new highs, which suggests the market is pushing upward. But wait, the indicators tell a different thing. Their highs are not increasing, they are either staying at the same level or even moving lower. This is called divergence, when the chart and indicators disagree. It's often strong signals of an upcoming reversal. Additional confirmation. A strong bounce downward and MACD line reversal, indicating that buyers are losing strength and sellers are ready to take control. So let's move down, friends. Perfect. Divergence is one of the most reliable tools for spotting reversals. The chart might slow price increasing, but if indicators say no, so think twice. Okay, let's see what's next. Look, the price has been falling for a while, but now we are seeing signs of reversal. MACD lines have turned upwards. This indicates that the downtrend is weakening and a new upward push is starting. RSI bounced off the lower boundary, which means the market has exited the oversold zone, and buyers are stepping in. So I'm entering and going up. Everything points to a price increase. And just like that, another great result. Here is something important to remember. A trend reversal never happens instantly, but when indicators and price movements start showing clear signs of change, you need to act at the right moment. Alright, what do we have here? The price is no longer moving clearly up or down. Sideways movement has started. It's a battle between buyers, bulls, and sellers, bears. Neither side has full control yet. In these situations, the perfect strategy is to trade from the side boundaries. First, if the price reached the upper boundary, it's a good spot to enter and go down. Second, if the price drops to the lower boundary, it's a good spot to enter and go up. Right now, the price just hit the upper boundary and bounced down. That's perfect entry to go down, so I'm going down. Another great result. Let's log this in and keep going. Alright, let's check what we have here. The price is making new highs again. It looks like the trend is continuing upward, but indicators disagree. The highs on the indicators are not increasing. Instead, they are staying the same or even decreasing. This is the third time in a row we've seen divergence. I'll go down. This setup suggests a possible trend shift. Buyers can't push the price higher anymore, and sellers are starting to take control. Look at that! What an amazing result! But let's be honest, this level of precision takes experience. I'm not bragging, it's just that I've spent years mastering this. And since trading involves risks, a beginner absolutely needs a mentor to help avoid mistakes. I just love working with the most efficient indicators. Wanna grow together with me? Wanna get the insights? Wanna reach the level I'm at? Then join me on Telegram. The link is below. Welcome aboard. That's all for now. Bye-bye.